Oh sh. What the f? Why is he so cursed? Hey guys, Erik here, and welcome to Devlog 7. I want to start this video off by showing you guys the Trello board I made last week. Not an ad, but if you haven't heard of it, Trello is pretty much a web-based to-do list. It's really easy to use, and you can structure various lists of cards however you want. Before this, I was using my physical notebook and writing to-do lists at the beginning of every day, but I decided to switch to Trello because I wanted a to-do list that I could take with me on my phone, and that was easy to show on stream. More on that later. I started the week off by making this wiggly egg shader. I wanted to convey that there was something alive inside the egg, like a Pokeball. So the plan is, BOOP eggs will take a random number of real-time minutes to hatch, and you'll be able to see them start to wiggle and then burst open. I also wanted to start working on giving BOOPs a deeper purpose, and give the player some more agency over the BOOPs they collect, so I added a couple different AI states. BOOPs can wander around by just randomly picking a new direction and hopping there every few seconds. They can follow the player by hopping towards them every few seconds, and BOOPs can be asleep by just standing still. To give the player some more agency over their BOOPs, but still let BOOPs have their own personalities, I decided that they would wander by default, but I added a cube that puts all BOOPs in the follow state if you punch it. Now I had to explain why you were hitting a cube to summon your pets, so I decided that the cube I also decided that since I've been a little sloppy with my collectible placement, I would make a little panel to show the total gem value and total number of eggs in the current scene. Once I understood the total value of each level, I went through them all and rebalanced them a bit, making sure that I was more generous with the areas that are harder to reach. Right now it's programmed so when Bun touches the water, he straight up just dies. I think I want to add a drowning animation to explain why this happens later down the road, but for now I added a little game over screen and a continue button to reload the scene from your last save. After I made the ocean, I gave it the same water shader as the one I made for the pond, but later decided it needs its own shader. When googling ocean shaders, I stumbled upon this video, and I decided I wanted to use that as an ocean. After I got a little ways into the tutorial, I realized that a puffy, cloudy ocean with this much vertex displacement would literally have no way of making a shore look good. So I thought, this is supposed to be a cloud shader, it should probably go in the sky. I set the ocean material back to the reflective pond shader for the time being, and added a card to Trello to make a new ocean shader so I don't forget down the line. I think the clouds add more texture to the sky without being too distracting. So I decided to call the hub world's updated atmosphere good enough for now. A good rule of thumb I use for when deciding to move on from one area of the game to another is the 70% rule. I learned this from a video by Ruthless. I realized a while back that I struggle to complete things a lot of the time because I often don't want to start, or if I already started I don't want to stop until I make something as perfect as it can be. To avoid insanity and remind myself that perfection is impossible, I try to ask myself, am I 70% of the way satisfied with what I've done? You can watch me stream Monday through Friday on twitch.tv/edit, that's EDIIT, that's edit with 2 I's, edit, as some people say.
Alright, sorry, continue.
On Friday during my dev stream, I also created a new ocean shader that bobs up and down gently. I added hunger to BOOPs, which turned out not as expected, but once I fixed the demonic possession issue, I ended up creating a system where if BOOPs are left without food for 10 continuous minutes, they become hungry, and if they're left hungry for too many continuous minutes, they disappear. Earlier this week I added a BOOP feed to the store, so I needed a way to allow the player to interact with an individual BOOP, so I added petting. In the spirit of having one button do as many things as possible, shout out Miyamoto, I decided that when you pet a hungry BOOP with food in your inventory, it'll feed them. I then added the saving and loading of BOOPs, so now each time an egg hatches, it creates a BOOP data object, and it saves its colors and traits so we can load them back in. I also decided, while looking back at my past Bun tweets, that the third-person camera used to be much smoother and more cinematic because I was using a Cinemachine orbital transposer. Between then and now, I had started using my own orbital camera script, and it was a little bit stiffer. I smoothed the cam out a bit and removed the screen shake effect for when you go fast, because it honestly just made the game look like it was lagging. Now I think it looks a lot more fluid and polished. Alright, I hope you guys liked that devlog. I know it was kind of short compared to the other ones, but it took probably 3 or 4 times the effort because I actually scripted it and made memes and stuff. So I hope you like it. Be sure to hit subscribe. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon.